Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of The Good, The Bad, The Ugly, the Juice Review Show, brought to you by the Department of Inhaled Vapes. Now, today I want to concentrate on UK juice company Valhalla Vapes, who sent me an absolute job's worth of juice to review. Just like to say a massive thank you to Paul Dragan for sending them to me for review purposes. Have got to state for the record, any opinions or views you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review. I'm not paid for the juices. These all were sent for review purposes. Also, personal preferences and own setups will affect what you get from the juice. I can only actually comment on what I'm personally getting myself. Like I said, we're going to split this into 5 reviews, mainly to save everyone getting a numb arse from how long it would actually be if I did the lot. You might be wondering why I've got it in this bag. I'm a fan of Russian roulette, and I was looking for it and I thought, well, could I do that and that and that? I could put this. No, I'm going to do this completely random. I will be picking out blinded what's in this bag, and they will be the 3 that I will do for each part of this review. So there we go. My weapon of choice for today will be, and I've got to make a massive thank you to Josh from Various Vapes, the RX200, and that's got the Lush dripper dual cord to, if I remember rightly, 0.21. So here we go. Part 1. With the first bottle, obviously I'll go through labels and bottle safety and all this lot and pocket abuse, and then we'll get on to the reviews as we go on. So here we go. So, the first one today we will be doing is Old Norse, which is rice pudding and strawberry. Number 2 is the Fallen, which is cooling fruits. And the last one for this part will be the Offering, which is banana fruits. They will be the 3 for this edition. Right, let's have a look at the bottles and labels and such. Oh yeah, as industry standard, and I'm sorry if any company is not got a childproof lid now, they should not be in business. Childproof lid! Right, the labels themselves. I've got to admit, I do kind of like the little design on there. All the samples today, I have got to say, are 10 millilitres. They are basically what the TPD will be giving you since May next year. And they're 3 milligrams. I think, if I remember rightly, I think it's actually got it on it. Yes, it has got it on here. The ratio is a 70-30 VG-PG blend. Alright, let's have a little look. Now, these have all been in my pocket and in my bag for work for the last week. And I've got to admit, the labels have standed up superbly. I mean, I've had so many, especially all these coloured bottles, you know, where they've been powder coated and it comes off, it looks toss. The labels have stood up superbly. There's a couple of blemishes. You know, don't you just see that? That's it. But considering the amount of abuse they've taken for a week, the bags, pockets, that's all right. What we got on here? Contains nicotine, and we've got the EC number there. We've got ingredients: PG, VG, nicotine and flavourings. Danger in red. Harmful if swallowed. In contact with skin, wash hands, or the actual affected area, that should be, with soapy water immediately. Keep locked up and out of the reach of children. And keep out of the reach of children. Pets only to be used with electronic cigarettes. In case of accident, or if you feel unwell, seek medical advice and show this label where possible. Basically what you want to see on here. On the other side, we've got the what the nicotine level is, 3 milligrams stroke 0.3%. We've got a use by date, which is always good. I wish more companies actually did this. And we've got a batch number. So if there is generally any problems with any one you buy, it can be traced back. Traceability, accountability. This is all stuff that people need to be doing. Yeah, we've got the batch number, we've got that. We've got the toxic symbol. I can just see on there. Get a little bit closer. Yep, we've got the toxic symbol there. We've got the no sales 1 to 18s, and we've also got put your shit in the bin sign, as it should be. What else have we got on here? We've actually got the address of the company and its phone number. So there's always ways of getting back and contacting the company about what you've purchased. Right, well I'm going to have to go on the old Norse first, which is rice pudding and strawberry. As a human being, I can't eat rice pudding. I don't know why, there's just something about the texture of it, it kind of makes me feel like I'm swallowing vomit. I can't actually eat it, but I kind of like the smell and the indications of the taste that it may be, so this could be quite good for me because I've never had rice pudding properly. I know those people out there looking at me going, really? Yeah, I have not had rice pudding, alright? Well, no correction, had it once, didn't like the texture, kind of made me feel like I was swallowing vomit, didn't go there ever again, but yeah. So this could be quite interesting. It's a nice clear juice, which is always good to see because it doesn't. It kind of gives me the impression I'm not going to have to re-wick this and recoil it afterwards. The smell from the bottle smells very strawberry. There is a kind of a creamy back note to it as well, so this could be interesting. Right, we're going to start this one off not that high. Right, we're going to start this off at 65.1 watts, which is 3.7, or basically mid-range of an Ego battery. That's really nice. Right, throat hit. Zero, absolutely zilch. There's no throat hits to this whatsoever, which I'm more than happy with. Flavour production is good, but then for a 70-30, there should be quite an ample amount coming out. Flavour is quite bizarre. To start off with, you get the strawberry, but that's very quickly joined by the actual rice pudding effect. And it's a very creamy rice pudding. It's a very but I say it's bizarre because it's actually an original flavour. It's a rarity, it's an anomaly. With the amount of flavours out there and the amount of companies that seem to just be pumping out the same as what everyone else is doing at the moment, it's actually an original flavour. And the rice pudding effect is actually quite good. The nose exhale just actually enhances the rice pudding effect. The strawberry sits on the tongue really nicely, while the inhale and the exhale just lets that rice pudding flow over it and join in and mix. Actually find it very bizarre, and in a good way. Rice pudding is one of those ones that as soon as you hear it, you think, hey, really? Nah. And yeah, no, actually it works really well. I'm going to go up a bit. Right, we're going to go up to 76.1, which is 4 volts. Right about mid-range on a battery. Be fair, on a little bit higher up, the rice pudding effect comes through a lot quicker. It's basically the first thing you get, but then it's quickly followed by the strawberry, and then the exhale. Excuse me. The exhale is actually both of them together. Comes together a lot more. It's a really nice blend on that. It's a juice I could do a lot of, and I could probably do a lot of it quite quickly as well. Oh, look at that. The strawberry is really nice. It's not chemically, it's not sweet. It's a proper strawberry. Oh, that's nice. Right, we've got to go up to 420. It is 84.1 watts. And I'm going to put some more on there because that was a potentially an absolute fucking horrible dry hit I just tried to cover up there. Oh. Yummy. Not. Oh. I've got to just say, mind you, on the talking about dry hits. You may have remembered a few weeks ago I said I'd won the Target Pro, and it's got the C cells, which are the ceramic coils. Do not dry hit a ceramic coil. Oh my lord! I thought look, everyone's had a dry hit. Everyone knows they go, and it's not very nice. You try that with a ceramic. It basically tastes like. I can imagine it tastes like the inside of a crematorium. It is just basically heated death. It's really not nice. Do not accidentally dry hit a ceramic coil. That's fucking horrible. Excuse my language. I don't normally like swearing in these, but it really is fucking horrible. Anyway, back to this. Let's try this again. Higher up at 4.2, or basically what a mech user would be getting at a full battery. Yeah, the strawberry comes through really, really well. Overtaints a little bit the rice pudding effect, but the rice pudding effect is still there. Cloudage, as you can see, is superb, but you still get the flavour. But I say that strawberry does come through a lot stronger and a lot quicker, and is then joined by the rice pudding more on the exhale. But all in all, as an original flavour, which unfortunately is a term I use a lot less than I used to, that is superb. Yeah, if you want to try something a little bit different, if you kind of like you like your rice pudding, have a little pop on that. Old Norse. Yeah, that would quite happily be an all-day vape, and I have to be honest, thanks to the TBD, that will not last me that long either. Alright, we're going to have a quick blow out, and then we'll go on to the next one. Yeah, we're dry. Next one is the Offering, and that's banana fruit, which is a little bit vague. It's kind of saying, yes, we've got banana in it, but you're going to have to guess what the rest is. Yep, we've got that pretty soaked. Honestly. I might have a little taste of this actually. I can smell banana. I think I'm getting strawberry, but I might have a little bit more. Oh, a little quick message to the FDA. Yes, I'm doing this. My finger hasn't melted off and I'm not dying. There's a third fruit in that, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Anyway, we're going to go back down 3.7. Well, we're going to completely overshoot and then do it again. Yeah, there we are. Right, here we go, 3.7 volts. It's a bit weird. Fruit hit 0. Cloud production as it should be. Flavour. It says banana fruits, and I'm not really getting it. I don't know whether it's because everything's come together and kind of made its own fruit, or Alright, if you can see me again, I'm kind of getting banana. I'm kind of getting strawberry. But there's a dominant fruit. It tastes more like an orange. That seems to be kind of overruling the other two flavours. You can kind of get a little hint that the other flavours are there, but there's a fruit that's dominating it. Kind of tastes a bit orange. I'm gonna go up to 4. See if it just blends itself together a little bit better than what that was. I'm actually confused by this one. There's still a dominant fruit, and it's taken over. Actually, people higher up, I'm mainly getting that dominant fruit. I'm not actually getting the other two. Now, I originally got a little bit lower down. Tastes like something that should be in a Skittles flavour. That's a bit bizarre. Hang on, I'll go up to 4.2. And learning on past lessons, I'll give myself a little bit of a juice up as well. Banana fruits. It's weird. I think it might be just the fact that everything's actually blended itself quite well, and it's come up with this new fruity flavour of everything combined. It's not that it's not nice. It is nice. It is one of those lip smackers. It does actually get the saliva glands going. It's like, but I can't generally tell what it is. It's definitely an orange. But then as it dies off, you've got a banana left on your tongue. Strawberries kind of flirting around in the background. It's just a pity that that other flavour is kind of overpowering the banana and the other fruit. And exhaling out the nose is no help whatsoever, apart from giving me a really VG runny nose. It's bizarre. I've got to admit, it's bizarre. I like it, but not for the description that it actually says on the bottle, because the description on the bottle, that banana is kind of a bit of a back note I'm finding, and there's that one fruit. It just overpowers the other. It does give a kind of a little bit of a sherbety taste on the tongue, so I'm not quite sure what I'm saying. Orange. I could be completely wrong. Won't be the first time. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that one. The offering. Yeah, I might come back to that one at a later date. All right, we'll get a quick blow and we'll go to the last one of this part. And the last part is the Fallen. Oh, whoops. And this is cooling fruits. So I'm anticipating either some form of menthol, maybe a little bit of colada, and whatever fruits are in this. I mean, I have had a quick look on the site. The site doesn't give really any more clues. I'll have another look now. Actually, it doesn't really give any more clues. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of smell from the bowl. getting the coolant. It's very fresh. Kind of masking the fruit taste. Hang on, I should be back in 1 minute. Well, obviously I won't be back in 1 minute. You'll see me constantly on the screen. Let's have a look at this. What are we looking at? We're looking at the Fallen. Right, what have we got on here? Oh God! Hello, Windows 10. Thank you. We have got. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice, cool. I've picked mystical fruits in origin unknown to Vikings at the time. These fruits were mixed with secret potions from the deck doctor to give a cool blast fresh fruit mix. Yeah, that's Toby. Oh. Anyway, right, we'll come off that. Right, here we go then. Let's give it a go. Actually, it's more for menthol. There we go. Come down first. There we go. 3.7. Throat hit, there is a bit of a throat hit with this one. I'm putting it down with the menthol, the colada. Not getting a lot of other flavour with it, unfortunately. I'm mainly getting like the freshness of the actual coolant. Not actually getting the fruit. Got before. Hopefully I might just need a little bit more heat and a little bit more power to wake it up. I'm getting a bit of lemon. Still not really getting a lot of flavour in that at all. It's a bit meh. I'll go up to 4.2. And I might just knock this one on the edge because I'll be fair. There's a little bit of flavour. I'm kind of getting it on the end of my tongue. Kind of give me a slight impression that there's a lemon involved in this somewhere. But it's just not. It's just a bit of. Alright, this might be one that just needed the power. I still can't gather what the actual flavour is, which is bizarre. But there is more of a kind of mixed fruit on the tongue now. Do you know what, I'm actually going to go up to 4.5 on this. Because I think this is one of the ones where, because of the strength of what's used for the coolant, at lower levels it outpowers whatever the fruit is. I've got such a runny nose from this, you can tell it's 73G. There we go. Give it a little bit of a dose up. No, I generally cannot tell what the fruit is. And it's burnt out the menthol at that pace as well, so I'd say 4.2 for that one, but I'm generally not. It's just a bit, unfortunately. Yeah, that was the offering. I'm not overly impressed with that one, if I've got to have to be honest. Well, that brings me to the end of part 1. If you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. I shall be back very soon with the other remaining parts to this review. On behalf of myself, Darren Stone, and the head of the Department of Inhaled Vapors, I bid you all a very good day, and I shall see you again soon. Goodbye.